Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do control from here and undock that one. Okay. Oh yes, of course, out of docking mode. Thrust away. And now this ship is going to return to Kerbin, and I will launch an XD Drive Mark V to finish the refueling operation here. And then another XD Drive Mark V to act as a booster to get this thing onto an interplanetary course. Meantime, let's see, where are we going to come down? Just for giggles, it would be kind of nice to land back at the Space Center, which I think is what we're over right now. So let's warp time until the Space Center is in daylight. Now, obviously the ship can't actually land, as in do a soft landing, but I think it would be good if it did a splashdown close to the Space Center. And that's going to be around in here. Okay. Let us plan our deorbit maneuver. I'm going to go with that right there. We'll go back to the default camera. And locate that node. Be nice if there was some kind of a pointer here to show you what direction it was in. Quit bouncing around. There, lock it down. Okay. 9 minutes to burn. All right. Almost there. Okay. now it's just a matter of ride this sucker down. Fortunately, the ship is equipped with a parachute, so the landing will not be terminal. Okay, we're back to 1X. There's the ship, there's the periapsis just off the coast of the launch site, and we're going to fly right over that sucker. And we have a sunrise coming up too. Let's go for a little physics time warp and speed this up. Still only getting 4 frames a second here. Not sure what that's all about. I should be getting a lot more than that. Okay, we're down low enough. Let's get rid of the main body and just keep the capsule. Oh, turn off stage lock, and that might actually work. Okay, now we can stage it. Alright, we'll do it this way. I don't get why the frame rate is so incredibly low right now. It shouldn't be. The ship doesn't have that many parts on it. Anyway, I'm going to make a cut here to landing, because obviously this frame rate is going to drag this out way longer than it should be. And here we are in the last 85 meters of a very painfully slow descent at 4 frames a second. And once this ship is down and the flight ended, I'm going to see if I can find out why things are going so incredibly slow before taking on the next mission, which is going to be to launch another ship up there to refuel the kethane truck, or the kethane factory, the fuel factory, whatever the heck that thing is. Okay, we're almost down, and we're down. Safe landing. Okay, I'm going to end the flight and figure out what the problem is. I'll be back. Okay, I've done some checking, and I think what the problem is has to do with the laser mod here. View distance is currently set to 22,500 meters, which means anything within that range will remain loaded. And that's no good. We'll go back to default, 2,500 meters, and that should solve the problem of super low frame rates. And now, get an XD drive Mark 5 out and get that sucker launched. Alright, here we are. We have Dilgan Kerman and Henny Kerman riding this fuel run. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up my flight stats, Smart ASS, which will remain turned off for the most part. Going to disable fuel flow from that tank. So that it gets there full. Let's throttle up and go. Now this is getting a low frame rate because there's over 200 parts on this ship. But that should cure itself as we stage away various pieces. And I think that, normally I like to go ahead and skip to the 2-orbit part, but once in a while I like to show that I'm actually, while I have a MacJev on here, it is not being used to fly the mission. It's simply being used for information and occasional steering control. And so I'm going to go ahead and record all this, and it will be in 4 times time acceleration, video acceleration, and that'll be that. We'll see you in orbit. Alright, we're almost in orbit. Time to get a maneuver planned real quick like. About an 81 kilometer periapsis works for me. Alright, and MacJev will put us aligned with the node. At 12 frames a second, which is a lot better than 4. What the problem was is the laser system with that range set so high had all that stuff loaded, like for example the ship still in orbit that was above us, in spite of the fact that it really shouldn't have been loaded. Okay. Again, MacJev is nothing more than information and steering control. Autopilot functions are not being used. If it were, that staging wouldn't have been delayed so much. As it is, I'm beginning to wonder if we're descending too fast. We're accelerating. We're about a kilometer per second short of orbital velocity. been a while since I've launched one of these. Perhaps I should have taken a few practice runs in the test save. This is not looking good. We may have to abort this flight and try again. Down to 51,000 and dropping very fast. Velocity is still increasing, but it's not looking good. Periapsis needs to become a positive number sometime really soon. We're getting re-entry effect and losing velocity like crazy. This ship is not going to space. As a matter of fact, I think we need an emergency procedure here. Cut engines, stage everything away. Turn the capsule that way and bring that sucker down safely. Smart ASS off, close it, close that, and deploy the chutes. And in spite of the chutes being deployed, it looks like these guys are going face first into the ground. Well, maybe not. You get to see the rest of it crash first. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call this a safe landing, and we'll try this again. Okay, our intrepid pilots have returned to the Space Center to try again. And once again, let's do it. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and accelerate the video here. All right, we are in orbit 100 by 93, and that is how you fly this bird. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to need to... Where the heck is the haystack plug-in? I don't want an XD Drive Mark II piece. I want the fuel factory, but the doggone thing is too close. I've got haystack plug-in installed, but it doesn't seem to be here. That is a pain in the butt. Okay, fine. I will set target with that. It's right in the same orbit as the other one. And on close approach, I'll switch target to what I'm actually wanting to dock with. Okay. First up, plane change, which should be very minor. Perfect right there. That NAN means the thing is absolutely as close to dead on as it can get. And I'm using Smart ASS because I don't want to try chasing that node all over the place when it knows right where it is. Alright. It's getting lined up. Looks like it's having almost as much fun at it as I do. Warp ahead to burn, which should only be a second or two. Alright, we're done with that. And now it's a question of time warping until we're close enough to do an approach. Yeah, I'll be back when we get there. Alright, we're in close approach here. We're about 38 kilometers away in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Let's have a look here and see if it is at all possible to select the target we actually want. Of course, it would be helpful to be able to see it. There. 59 kilometers out. And this is the one we really want. That's our new target. 74 kilometers out. Alright, now I am going to try something I've never tried before here, just because, why not? We have a flight computer, let's use it. Rendezvous planner, not autopilot. Okay, intercept target with a Hohmann transfer. And basically what it has done is created a maneuver node here for a intercept that will happen here at 0.7 kilometer separation. Not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our maneuver node and do this maneuver. Warping ahead 6 hours. So there's going to be several more orbits. Okay. I'll be back when we're up to burn time. Alright, here we are, about a minute and a half away from our burn. I'm not going to trust that 1 second. I'll burn at about T-minus 10. Oops, wrong button. Sorry about that. It. I don't think we need any more throttle than that. Right there. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the maneuver node. And if we zoom out here and we look, we have a close approach at 1.8 kilometers. Perfect. And we'll be there in about 15 minutes.